What's up, everybody? It's These Where I got a reaction. I'm about to react this right here on Fox News. So let's just go straight into it.
Governor Abbott and Tom Homan are already working on, something to get the border secured. They're not waiting till January 20th. We have an ally as opposed to having an adversary. So that's great for Texas. That's great for the entire country.
Okay, now that's reaction from Texas. I wanted you to look at something right now on the map, and this is what has happened over the past 8 years in the state of Texas. This is 2024 now, okay? This is 8 years ago in 2016. It is a remarkable shift. Two areas of interest where you've seen a flip of 75 to 76 points. All right, just talking to Bill Malusian. This is Maverick County down there in Texas. Hillary Clinton won this county by 55.
Well, let me go back again.
Maverick County down there, 75 to 76 points. All right, just talking to Bill Malusian. This is Maverick County down there in Texas. Hillary Clinton won this county by 55.8 percentage points. Astounding. Absolute run.
See, I remember all this, but at the same time, I was had my recovery. So I was barely to talking more and walking without a cane consistent, like walking everything, and because my brain injury. So it's crazy how it shifts right there. Just every 4 years.
Away in
2016.
This is what Trump did in the same county this year. Won it by 18.5. You do not find swings like this very often in American political history, much less over a period of 8 years. Let's go back to 2016. This is Starr County down here,
that's the border.
Southeastern section of the state of Texas. Remember, they've offered land, several hundred acres, for a staging area for deportations if and when they happen. Starr County, Hillary Clinton winner by 60.1 points, all right?
Snap.
Now you go to 2024, same county, it is deep red right now. Trump flipped it, winning by almost 16 percentage points. Again, 76 points. It's hard to find that. Let's bring Lieutenant Governor of Texas, Dan Patrick, with me now. Sir, good morning to you. Tell us what will change.
Good morning.
Well, everybody know crime came up the last couple years. From the last 20 years or something like that. So
when you don't have the federal government suing you for cutting through razor wire, suing you for putting buoys in the Rio Grande River, what changes and how fast?
A lot's going to change, Bill, very fast. And by the way, those red counties you just shown, we also have the first Republican state senator in the history of the state, Adam Hinojosa, elected from a Democrat district that a Democrat had. It's unbelievable what happened. So what changes here? First of all, Bill, we've been on the watch, even though Biden didn't have our back and made our jobs difficult to secure the border to the best of our ability. Keep this in mind. The border with Texas is longer than the distance from Atlanta to Maine. Now, ours is zigzaggy, not a straight line like the East Coast. But that's how much territory we have to cover, about 1,235 miles. We've had the National Guard there. We've had our state troopers there. We put the buoys in the water. I was down there at the park when they threatened to cut the wire that day. They didn't show up, thank goodness, but we were ready to respond. But our taxpayers' bill, we spent over...
They about to go crazy with that on the border.
$8 billion. That's more than many states' budgets. $8 billion in the last 4 years that I write into the budget. The governor asked for it, and we put it to work. So now, between President Trump at the top, Kristi Noem, Tom Homan, Governor Abbott, myself, and the state legislature, we're going to close this son of a gun down.
Okay.
Hey. I don't understand why people get mad or frustrated about that. Because one thing I found out that when you go into the border before COVID and all that, you have to know your ID. You do a swab and all that kind of stuff if you have a family, just like a mom and dad and the children, make sure that they're family. Now, they said you could just walk in. They don't do all that kind of stuff. Birth certificate, all that kind of stuff. Man, that's crazy. So let's go.
I believe Homan and your governor talked last night.
Yes.
And you said starting January 20th, it is game on. Here is Homan earlier today on Fox and Friends. Give us a listen.
Let's see.
If you want to secure the border, you got to put up border barriers. We've proven border barriers worked. You also got to end catch and release. We got to put the Remain in Mexico program back in. You got the third safe country agreements. And this time we're going to finish the job.
Okay. You mentioned the cost, sir. There was an
Ain't playing.
investigation that was done. This number just stuns me. I don't know how they determined it. $166 billion cost of crime by illegal immigrants.
Dang.
I don't know if you've studied that or not, but when you put that with the cover of the New York Post yesterday, when this sweet little 2-year-old girl had a phone number written on a Post-it note trying to find her parents somewhere in America.
Yeah, that was not too long
Yeah,
ago.
Bill, first of all, add in the cost to our medical system, add in the cost to our education system, add in our cost to everything that one of the 15 to 18 million illegals here that Biden and Kamala Harris led in the country that has cost our American taxpayers and Texas taxpayers. In terms of that little girl, Bill, look, we have seen this. You know, this is a sin. I mean, I'm going to just say it's a biblical sin, in my view, of what what Biden and Kamala Harris did. They let children in here. When President Trump was in office, we took the DNA to try to match with the parents. We also looked at the adult and the child. Was the child hesitant? Did they look like they were hugging them? Did they look like they were in fear? We tried under President Trump to protect these children, and we did to the best of our ability. And what did Biden do? He got rid of the DNA testing. He told the Border Patrol just let them through. So today, as we speak, Bill, there are hundreds of thousands, nearly 300,000, that we don't know where they are because Biden and Kamala Harris didn't care, and they're either being enslaved in some type of work, in a sweatshop. They're being sex trafficked, boys and girls, 7, 8, 10 times a day. This is horrendous torture to these children, 300,000 children, and the blood and the sin is on the hands of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. The Bible says, if you hurt my child, you might as well have a millstone around your neck. Those two people have millstones around their neck. What they've done to these children is unthinkable.
Evil people do that.
It's interesting how elections have a way of crystallizing people and policies.
Yes.
And it has yet again. Dan Patrick, thank you for your time. I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
For real. Damn, they ain't playing at all. Going quick with it, huh? You know that movie, Sound of Freedom? That movie's a great movie, man, but I can't watch it hell of times, though, because I feel bad. I feel really, really bad. And my grandpa, he watched it, and then he was like, man, I think this is fake. And then he got his own research, and he's like, whoa, those statistics are 100% with that. I'm like, I told you, Grandpa. You can't just let anybody into a country. I was talking to somebody, a friend right there, and he's pretty like, oh, people that's already in this shit already came in. I'm like, why? It shouldn't be that kind of way. I'm like, bro, I went to like different countries and other things like that, people from other countries, and you don't understand that I was talking to somebody, like when you go into Canada, okay, if you have a DUI, they don't let you in. All right? At all, man, at all. Especially if you're a felon, at all, they won't let you at all. If you get right and go over there, they're just like, oh, gotta go back, go to Washington or something right there, Seattle or something over there. But people right there talking about to Mexico over here, they say, oh, well, sometimes it's hard. People have to wait long. Well, hey, man, you have to do what you gotta do. It might take 5 years or whatever, but you gotta wait, man. That's how it is. Just like I was saying, if you want somebody to come into my house, do I want somebody to come from the front yard or the backyard? And people don't understand, well, what you mean? Well, you don't understand people like that. Like, how do you know? Just because somebody's coming to a different country, could be all the way to South America, going to everybody else right there. You don't know who they are. What if they're from, just because they're just going to say, I'm a good person, just let them in? You got to see the background. You got to know all this and this, the squab, all that kind of stuff they're saying. And I don't know why people get really mad about that. You should know that's your country. All right? Man, that's just ridiculous. But anyways, hit me on the comments. Tell me what you think about this. I think that it's going to be nice. It's going to take some money to a border, for the border, and then I would say to putting people back to where they're from. That's illegal. If you're legal, it's all good. That's how it should be like that. But if you are illegal, you're going back where you're from. And I seen another one too. I guess that if you are illegal, and let's say if you kill somebody underage and everything, I guess you get the death penalty. I'm like, yeah, of course. I agree with that. How can you say no to that? Man, that's crazy. Like, I have so many sisters. I have family that's girls and everything. And yeah, but anyways, hit me in the comments. All right, peace.